Geeks in Malaysia. Geeks in Malaysia. I'm Amelia Chen.
I am Dorian.
And I'm Carol Mbaha.
And we're back in the studio! We are physically together again after 3.5 months, I calculated.
3.5 months.
The last time we were in here together was 2nd of June.
Damn.
Yeah.
Son.
Damn.
That was for the MCO Rambles
Damn.
episode.
Son. And well, today we'll be rambling on again.
Yeah,
'Cause,
this is,
that's what we do.
This
All right.
is
I'm pretty enjoying the Matthew McConaughey YouTube channel sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I want to
YouTube
get his
channel.
journal. I want to get the journal.
No, I do want to get that book.
Okay, shall we just?
I do want to check out that book.
Shall we
It
just
does
go
sound
in?
cool.
Shall we just go? Do you want one of yourself, or just I just get it and I'll just hand it off to you for a couple of days? You
No,
know?
I'll get my own.
Okay, so shall we just like chip in on shipping and just do one order?
Where do you usually buy books from?
Isn't it just from the website? His website?
Oh, you're going to get it directly from his website?
Yeah, Abudin.
I don't know. I thought you were
Book
going
There's
to
like book I
go
was
to some
thinking like,
bookstore and just buy a bunch of books.
Oh, well, we haven't been able to go out in this house.
No, I mean like online,
Oh,
buy a bunch
right.
of books.
Right.
So that the shipping is,
Yeah.
maybe a bit more worth it.
Oh, right. Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Because like
so,
if the cost of shipping is going to be the exact cost of the book, it's like...
Actually, okay, since the levels are okay, I'm just going to take off the headphones.
yeah, so like, yeah. I mean, I usually get my books from. I mean, it depends. I mean, I usually just do Kindle.
Haha.
'Cause,
That's what I forgot to do. See, it's been so long. I have
Yeah.
not switched off. I have
the
not
air
put the thing to quiet
conditioning. So
mode.
it's like,
Yes. Yes, as you can tell, it's a different energy when we're all three in the same room, which... And if you're wondering if you want to see us again and you're listening to this on Spotify, you can head to youtube.com/Geeks in Malaysia. I gotta do it because
we all gotta do it. And if you don't ask you to ring that bell, ring that bell. Yeah, you
don't like.
I'm saying we don't ask you to ring that bell.
But we do ask you to subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe.
Yeah, so that we can make some money off this shit on YouTube.
Yeah, because we're only at 150 subscribers.
Sounds about right.
But it's alright, we still love you.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing video that we did a while back.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. I heard you've got plenty of like B footage to work with.
Oh yeah. Yes. No, I'm gonna save that for the next episode.
Okay.
Because we're just back in here, so it's like let's just have a chillax chat for today.
Yeah.
The next episode though,
because I rambled a lot in between shots because I was
here's the thing, you were fine because both our videos were under 10 minutes, right?
Mine were even under 5.
Exactly.
Because I mean, I'm like, it's
this
simple.
motherfucker. At first, when I was downloading the footage, I was like, why is this in gigs? What the fuck is going on? Both cameras were like 4 or 5 gigs. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
He got all the beauty shots.
No, I shot 1080 for a good 20 over minutes.
The amount of bloopers on his fucking... Because, of course, we couldn't say it when, in the thing because it's, like we got this free box of stuff. Like, we can't really say it. But this fucker was so drunk. Like that story you were saying about, having cocktails and shit.
Yeah,
he shot his right after that.
I know.
Because I was like,
Saj could tell you were drunk, even though he hasn't seen the bloopers.
He said up front that he was drunk in the video. You included it, didn't you?
No. Because I mean, come on, this is we need to be as professional as possible.
I mean, the one bit where I was like, okay, I can't not put this in the video is where he fucking puts his laptop on the table and everything falls off.
Yes.
And what you don't see is that I tried to put it back at least 2 or 3 times and it kept falling.
Wait, see, that was take 3. No, him putting the laptop and everything falling off was take 3. He did 2 other takes of bringing the laptop on, and then he kept fucking up the competition. And then finally in the 3rd take, all the shit fell down. A fly flies past.
Because it's 1080, you can see the fly.
Which I left in the video.
Yeah.
But then after that, the best bit is just him trying to compose himself. So for 35 seconds, I just have footage of him doing this.
Yeah, so kids, this is acting lesson 101, right? If you want to act like you're drunk, you don't go, because a drunk person does not go,
You have to try not to look drunk.
Exactly. So you
And-
need
okay.
to do double.
Oh
It
my
has to
God.
be a double layer
So-
of a drunk person being drunk inside, but then having to.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a blooper reel of this motherfucker, and then when I get this screen working again, we're gonna react to it because it
Geeks
is
react.
the
Look out
most
for that.
hilarious shit I have ever seen. He's talking to himself at one point. At one point, he's on the side of the screen, hardly on camera, like he's practicing bringing the laptop onto the table, and then he just starts going.
Okay, to
He
give
starts
some...
doing the Bane voice for no
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
reason.
I
At the
did.
side.
I was like, I have to get my laptop now.
Oh my god.
But to give... Okay.
And then he's talking to
Okay.
himself. And then the best, when he's finished it, yes, I did it. I fucking did something. I did it. Hooray!
okay,
And then he's congratulating himself.
I was talking to you. You could tell. You could tell. I'm
He's
like,
obviously talking to me. In some bits, he's talking to me, and he's like, "Guy, just we should probably take out all the swearing."
Yeah, fuck.
And the best bit, right? After like that third take of him putting the laptop down and everything falls off, and 30 seconds of him just like that, he still fucked up the competition.
To be fair, it did feel like 30 seconds. It felt like about 5.
Oh, watching it feels like 5. But you kept saying the link for that AI filter was on the HBO Asia Instagram, where there is no such thing.
It is on the HBO
No,
Asia.
it is not. I kept looking for it because I was gonna screen grab it
Okay,
so that I can show the steps.
I'm gonna search that shit because I swear to God, I looked for it and it was
I
there.
think they took it off because they were promoting some other shit.
Oh, there it is. Batman AR filter on the HBO Asia
These are the
Instagram.
Tree?
What's that button?
This button is the filters. Their filters button. I knew it was there. But okay, to give context, it wasn't like I was drunk for the sake of being drunk. I work in a bar. So
good times are abound.
So after that, we had one of our regulars came in and we had a few drinks. Like I knew I needed to do an unboxing, but at the same time, I have to lie on my boss because I'm a good employee.
And also, you know, how many during this time of EMC, oh God knows what PKP face apa ni? Like
Yeah.
how many people can Jason have there to lie on him?
Yeah.
And also, in my own defense, that fucking top bar shit,
yeah.
I've never even seen that before in my life. It's all the new updates on Instagram are pissing me off. They keep moving the fucking buttons everywhere. Every time I want to try and add a photo, I end up at the marketplace.
No, here's about okay, Instagram, you need to sort your shit out because right now I can't post shit on my Instagram because every time I post on my Instagram, the shit goes upside down.
Huh?
Is that why everyone's photos have been going upside down and sideways?
Maybe because okay,
I'm like, no,
And
no,
that
no.
is why I recut what he said so that it was only the Facebook page because I kept going up and down the HBO Instagram page like, fuck this.
oh, did they finally fucking fix it? Because like
They might have been the latest update.
okay, because I was trying to post up the AR filters that you were doing. And every time I posted it at least 4 or 5 times because every time I posted it out, what the fuck is this shit upside down? Motherfuckers!
Actually, I've been having trouble like on this computer. Now that I got the new graphics card, I was like, okay, I'm gonna log into my Microsoft account and tweak everything and have it synced with my PC at home. Right? I could not log in. I changed my password 3 fucking times. I could not log in to my Microsoft account. And then yesterday, I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna use the help like chat to someone.
Yeah.
So to chat to someone, you have to log in with your Microsoft account. Logged in, and now now it's logged in. What? What? So, what's everybody doing? What is going on with these companies?
I don't know. But
I'm wondering
Is
if it has
Mars
to
in
do.
retrograde again?
No, I'm wondering if it has to do with that new. I don't know if it's a virus or a malware that's a serious security threat.
Oh.
What?
So all Apple has updated every single like the iOS, the iPad OS, the MacBook OS,
Okay.
everything. I think it's called Pegasus. Because if that shit gets on your phone, that's it. No, like they can view your camera even if it's like off like that. They can record all your calls. They can take all your keystrokes, and you wouldn't be none the wiser.
Is it an Apple thing or is it an everything?
Android, yeah.
It's an overall thing. So Apple just quickly updated all the security measures.
Android, you better
Just
be
to be
doing the same
safe.
fucking thing. Now I'm like,
it's that's the thing. To me, it's not the Android. It's more like Google and Facebook. Because you notice every time you're on Google, hey, you want to sync this with Instagram? Hey, you want to use our messenger instead of your messenger? Hey, you want to sync the Instagram messenger with the Facebook messenger? It's a much better experience.
but
By the way, we want to see everything that you're posting so that we can show you the ads that you want.
But apparently Facebook is getting sued over the whole Instagram thing and WhatsApp
Keep trying
thing.
to sue them and it never works.
They want basically Facebook to relinquish control over WhatsApp and Instagram so that they don't have a fucking monopoly on fucking social media.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
That is a monopoly.
Yeah, it is. Because Facebook freaking owns everything. And it's just a matter of time before Facebook owns TikTok and YouTube as well.
Oh, they won't be able to get YouTube because that's Google, but they might buy
TikTok.
Twitter and Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, and then they'll have all the socials.
And I'm sorry, I need to say this because I realized this shit was happening after TikTok comes out. YouTube, Instagram, you know y'all don't need to be the same as TikTok, right? You guys have a perfectly well-functioning app that does what it does. You don't see TikTok trying to be Instagram.
Instagram, you are for pictures.
Yes, do never forget
Images.
where you came from.
What brought you to this place of juggernautness was still images.
You didn't see the post by by Instagram about how they're gonna be more video
Yeah,
centric now?
that's why I'm saying
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
Yeah.
A lot of some of my favorite influencers were all like, "Oh, sorry."
What the, was that Elvis?
No.
Some of
Like
my-
three different things at the same time. Like,
Because
some
the
of my
vibration was
favorite-
damn strong.
whoa, vibrations.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, keep Instagram for still images because
Yeah.
like they're not video creators.
It's what you're for. Like, okay, we get it. There's in IGTV.
Competition.
You tried IGTV. IGTV, hit miss.
There's a place for that. It's
So
fine.
now you have Reels, which is also a post, but it's also Reels.
And here's what's funny. 3/4 of the shit I see on Reels are the exact same thing I see on TikTok.
Yes.
It's just TikTok. People have taken the stuff off TikTok and posted it on Reels.
Because it's got a TikTok logo.
and sometimes people when sometimes their videos for some unknown reason, some like innocuous non-sexual reasons is banned because maybe they talk about trans issues or something. Then they just move it over to Instagram.
Or the Libresi vagina incident.
Oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Shall we weigh in on that
incident.
for like 10 seconds?
Hey, Malaysians. Pussy's pussy, man. You're supposed to talk about it. It's healthy. It's pads. Of course they're going to fucking talk about
It's
pussy.
just a vagina,
Yeah.
man. Like
It's not
that's
like
where
a-
you came from. That's where we all came from.
It's not a taboo subject, for fuck's sake, especially in this day and age. And it's healthy for,
Especially you want to ban that, but you're not going to ban ads like istri akan meleleh sampai hanyut or whatever the fuck. All these nasty fucking jamus to make wives as wives. We all know you're not using for your wives. To make that literally like some of them like talk about pussy juice like it's a fucking waterfall. And in Malay it just sounds really gross.
Yeah.
The idea. Yeah, I mean, and like there was an influencer that came and said like, she wanted to she's like, I don't usually weigh in. I think it's so I'm Jen, and it's like, I don't usually weigh in on these kind of subjects, but I just feel like I need to talk about it. And I mean, just to talk about how we've we've all been indoctrinated by this concept that the vagina is something that you cannot talk about. The entire thing she's talking about that it took her 10 seconds to recognize that it was a vagina. Right? Like, but then, you just draw a pisang and it's a penis.
Yeah.
Three curves of differing lengths and it's a penis.
An
You know what I
oblong
mean?
shape and two circles on either side.
It's a
Yes.
penis. But then another miraculous, amazing, interesting thing was that someone pointed out in the comments, thank God, also that the entire time, instead of saying vagina, she said V.
Yeah.
She couldn't bring herself to say the word vagina,
Probably
even though
because she's afraid that it'll
Yes.
get, this content might be deemed blah blah blah
Oh, no,
because
so
she
it's-
said
well,
vagina.
Our content is going to be.
Content's always deemed.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's us.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
do me a favor. Don't accidentally put it up on YouTube and click the "It's made for kids" button. We will get fucked.
Yeah, I know. I realized that. I was
Yeah.
like, because I put the unboxing videos made for
There's-
kids. I'm like, maybe not. Yeah.
Actually, there is I can't find it on our Geeksman Malaysia YouTube, but there is a section where you can put it so it's default. It's not made for kids.
Okay, I gotta find that
Because right now I notice every time we post,
yes,
we have to click it.
yeah,
It's annoying.
yeah.
I mean, no, but the thing is also that she also did say the word vagina in the beginning of the video, but then throughout the rest of the video, just continued saying V. Like, but it was an unconscious thing. I'm sure, which just goes to show that, how uncomfortable even a woman who has the gear
Yeah.
is feels about talking about this thing.
I mean, like, I would like to think we're in now a modern day and age where shit like this
Sorry.
should not still be happening. I mean, come on.
Dude.
It's sexual education.
There are some people out there who still think that you can't get pregnant if you do it standing up.
Really?
Yeah, probably. Gravity.
Or pulling out is a
It's a safe way.
is a safe way.
70% at best.
But yes, we're back in the studio. Yay! I'm loving how the energy is complete. Like, I realize
Chaos.
as
There's
much...
no delay now.
Absolute
yeah.
chaos.
We can overlap each other.
And there's no like, oh, I've gone missing or I've hung or something.
Or like,
And also, undoubtedly, the physical energy that we get from each other is different than what we get online.
it's why theater is so much more direct, man.
Yes. But we hope you've enjoyed the online versions of our shows. The last 2 episodes have gotten quite a lot of hits for some reason. Like,
Really?
usually, where we teeter between the 250 to 200 line.
I'm gonna say
Yay.
10s and 20s.
No. We're a bit better than that. But the last 2 episodes, I think at this point, Black Widow is at 350 something.
Yay!
7, and
Hey, new
Suicide Squad is
listeners.
at 360, I think. So I'm like, thank you for the extra 100 listeners, whoever's listening. And also,
you enjoy and like us and continue to subscribe and follow us.
I gotta pimp this out as well because I'm gonna do this once so that they don't kill me, and I'm not doing it anymore because I do it already on the Instagram. I now am hosting another podcast called the Yeah All Podcast, which is me and my 2 friends. One's in Singapore, one's in LA, and we talk about basically general topics. Like recently, we talked about the COVID situation in Malaysia. The last topic we talked about Singaporeans being very fatigued in life because it is.
Saj thinks you're cheating on us.
Saj, this will always be my baby at the end of the day. I'm
is
not
home.
Yeah, this is home for me. As much as I love
He messaged me like you were a cheating.
Saj, I will never cheat on Gib.
Saj, we are the good wife.
Oh! But yes, if you
I've been reading this book about like video on demand, like how people write video on demand. So they're talking about the good wife.
makes sense. But yes, if you can, give us a listen. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Spotify. Yeah. You have us listen. Yeah, or podcast. YEYEORH podcast. Yeah, or it's a Singaporean slang for macam-macam ada. That sort of thing.
But sorry, what?
Macam-macam ada.
I do.
I do. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Again, random episode. So like, yeah, we're back from outer space. Oh wait, I'll go bring up something. Did y'all check out the Hit Monkey teaser last night?
What is
Hit
Hit
Monkey?
Monkey?
I thought you would know Hit Monkey. Hit Monkey's a Marvel comic about a crime fighting
Hit or head?
Hit Monkey. About a crime fighting Yakuza looking monkey from Marvel.
Oh, I thought it was about a guy who just runs around punching chimps.
No, it's literally a monkey.
Or
and
monkey
it's set in Japan from the looks of it because, George Takei's in it. So,
Oh my.
Yeah. And Jason Sudeikis is the imaginary character that Hit Monkey always sees to help him on his adventures.
It's like happy.
But I'm like, this is a very obscure Marvel character, and the fact that they're turning it into a series, I'm like, Okay, we're getting Hit Monkey now.
On what platform?
Hulu.
On Hulu. On Hulu.
This is one of the
Hulu
4
is technically
Disney.
Oh, right.
Yeah. This is one of the 4 series that was supposed to come out, which was supposed to be what do you call it?
MODOK?
Howard the Duck,
Howard the Duck.
MODOK, Hit Monkey, and I think it was
Yeah, there was another one.
there was one more, but in the end, the other 2, Howard the Duck and the other one got cancelled because.
Oh, speaking of Marvel, like people who saw the IMAX trailer for Spider-Man have confirmed that that's not fucking.
Yeah, I know. I saw
I was gonna say Courtney Cox. No, Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox. Ooh, have you seen his new series, Kin? Oh, he's Irish.
He is Irish.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like it feels so weird to hear him in an Irish accent now.
Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah, I didn't really watch Boardwalk Empire.
Oh,
I watched the first season.
The second
but yeah.
he comes in, you're like, yeah, that Scottish girl, that girl's got to cheat on Nucky with him. He just comes in looking like,
I mean,
how are you doing, ma'am? I'm a charming Irish.
oh,
man.
God.
Would you need? Would you be needing any other type of help? As I look at you with my doughy eyes.
it's like watching the Fall. Oh my God, the Fall.
But yes, he's a new series
Jamie
called
Dornan.
Kin. First 2 episodes are out. And speaking of Spider-Man, No Way Home, right? Far From Home,
Yeah, No Way Home.
Homecoming,
No way home.
Bali
No Way
Rumah.
Everything is home.
Yeah. Andrew
Home is very
Garfield
important.
is vehemently denying that he's in it.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
He's saying, no, it was a Photoshop. That wasn't me.
Fuck,
Yeah, right.
Fuck off
Yeah,
Photoshop.
Andrew, okay.
Fuck off
You know what I
Photoshop.
think it is? You know what I think it is, though? I think that shot is Photoshop, but he is in it. So technically, he's not lying. Because he didn't say he wasn't in it, did he?
He said it's not me.
He's being very cryptic.
See, he said that wasn't me.
That wasn't
Yeah,
me, right?
yeah.
You see, that was a,
It wasn't like I'm not in it. It's like that wasn't
There you
me. Well, on the flip side, here's Tobey Maguire with fans going, "Are you in No Way Home?" Just winking at fans like,
I love all the memes people have been doing. Like one that was, it's like Andrew Garfield's laptop during that interview with his webcam on, so you see the screen of him with Jimmy, and behind is Kevin Feige
with a gun. Because speaking of which, Owen Wilson apparently got a text.
It said, "Shut up."
No. It said first warning,
oh,
and that was it.
What did he say? Well, because the
Let me pull this
wow.
up. I can't
Well,
remember.
he said that he didn't say wow.
No, but he did. Wait, I'm gonna pull this up.
Oh, he's in another movie.
First warning, Marvel. Let me see. Oh no, it said strike one. The 52-year-old actor revealed that he received an ominous text message that simply read strike one after he let it slip in an interview that Mobius would be sporting a mustache prior to Loki's debut. According to Wilson, he suspects that the text came from Marvel's head Kevin Feige.
And that's just a mustache.
Yeah, can you imagine? Freaking No Way Home, and he's like,
Hey, look, I mean, like, Tom Holland is still Spider-Man, so I mean, there is a certain amount of leeway.
And then when
because Tom Holland can't keep a secret.
there were these memes that came out when the No Way Home trailer got leaked the day before it came out, that Holland was like, "Oh fuck, it's not me, thank God." It wasn't me this time. But yes, we've got a whole bunch of trailers that recently came out, and one of them was the Matrix trailer.
Ah, yes. My wife refuses to watch it.
Why?
She wants to be surprised by the movie, and I'm like, in this day and age, that's gonna be super
Yeah.
impossible.
I'm not calling it the Matrix. I'm calling it John Wick. Because I'm like,
You know what I,
John Wick.
you know what I appreciate about the trailer? Like, at first I was like, wait, it's not all green. And I'm like,
yeah.
But then I'm like, of course it's not all green. Computers don't look like that anymore. And now it's like super Instagram filter colorful.
Which I feel like I'm
Makes
hoping.
sense.
No, I miss the green filters.
Dude, what computer has green text anymore? Even when the Matrix came out, that was old school.
Yeah.
And I love how after a while
that
we
was
realized
that was like God knows when.
Yeah.
all the code that came down was actually a sushi menu.
I want to know the context of him just sitting in a bathtub with a duck on it.
Yes.
Like, what's happening?
And some people are like, wow, John Wick 5 looks really deep.
Lana brought to you by the mind of Lana Wachowski.
Yeah. Oh, the
Fuck
Roos.
this up.
Yeah,
Don't
please.
fuck this up.
Please, there's a lot of
Yeah.
expectations.
I mean, I'm very trepidatious. Very trepidatious.
With a franchise like The Matrix, you have a high bar, unfortunately.
And Keanu knows more kung fu now, so you don't have to make a CG Keanu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
Oh, I've been back
I watched it also.
No,
Same, yeah.
I didn't rewatch the whole film. I rewatched that sequence where he was fighting all the Smiths.
The Burly Brawl. It's
Yeah,
called
the Burly Brawl,
Shit
yeah.
when it came
It
out.
looks shit when it came out. It looks even shitter now.
I'm like fake, stuntman, fake, stuntman, fake,
But,
fake.
I mean, especially when they went slow mo, when
Ooh,
he's spinning the sticker out,
it's so
flying,
fucking obvious.
and you're like,
That's a video game.
yeah, is this what was that Matrix World game that
Enter the Matrix.
Yeah, is this Enter the Matrix? It looks like Enter the Matrix.
Do y'all remember that anthology movie that they did?
Animatrix. The
Yeah, Animatrix.
Animatrix is
That
dope.
was dope, man. The Animatrix.
Actually, the CG cartoon in Animatrix had better
Yes,
CG.
yes, it did. But I have to say this: Matrix had a dope soundtrack. So like,
Juno Reactor.
this movie better have a dope soundtrack too, because I'm waiting for that.
But they've used up all the Rage Against the Machine songs.
They could make new ones.
It's all the uns, man. People are there for the, I was there for the uns. Like Juno Reactor was like my jam for that. Those
I
5
wanna
years.
take you on a roller coaster.
I've got to do another compilation of you singing this year. 'Cause I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch. I've got to start doing that now. Where are we now? We're in September. That gives me
Yeah,
enough
you
time to
gotta-
start listening back to
It's
all
gonna
the
take a
episodes
while.
again.
Because we've been pretty consistent this year.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I told you this story before, but the first time I saw The Matrix was it was a VCD copy.
Oh Jesus!
And here's the thing, because this was back in the days when, hey kids, back in the day, when a movie came out in the States, it took months for it to reach the rest of the world.
Months.
Technically,
And it still takes months
Yeah.
for movies to get to the UK. I don't understand
Exactly.
why.
So I got the VCD in Malaysia on summer holiday, right? And I hadn't even heard about The Matrix because no one in England was even talking about The Matrix, right? So I just got it. It's Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne, should be good.
And
Carrie
this is
Ann
the-
Moss?
and and
She was like,
She was a
She was
nobody.
the girl from Memento. No, Memento was after.
oh, really?
she was
yeah.
a nobody. Carrie Ann
Okay,
Moss
okay.
was
So I just
kind of a nobody.
Got the
Okay.
VCD, brought it back to England, watched it, right? And it wasn't a complete cut. CG was all there, right? Color correction was all there. The edit was all there.
What's
The
missing?
score was all there.
Uh-huh.
But what do you call it? The soundtrack of like music from other bands and stuff, that wasn't there. And it is a much darker experience.
Ooh.
Like, but some scenes are just like, you really go like, wow, this is really brave. So for example, like when Neo follows the White Rabbit into the club, there's no music. So you just start thinking like, is everyone using headphones? Some futuristic thing?
It's a silent disco.
The bit where the camera just rotating around the phone as they all go into the Matrix.
Yeah.
No music. It's just a phone ringing. It's like, whoa,
Oh,
this is so,
shit. That is, okay, that would be a bit dark.
it's so art house. and so that was the summer, right?
Yeah.
Matrix came out in England in December.
Oh, fuck.
So me and a handful of people knew what the Matrix was before they started promoting it in October.
I've seen this.
And then when we went to watch it in the cinema, we're like, what's all this music? Wow, so clear. But especially like, there's Rage Against the Machine. What's going on? There's so much music.
And this story of Kai bringing a VCD back to England is the genesis and germination of the idea for his first movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is available now at KeeneyDeal.com for free. Please don't watch it on YouTube. I get no money from it. And Oz might get a cent every 100 views.
So it's KeeneyDia.com.
Yes, KeeneyDia.com.
KINIDIA.com.
Like your entire library is on KeeneyDia, right?
Except on KeeneyDeal, the only one missing is Showdown.
That's only because you don't have the rights for that.
We
Yeah.
ain't got rights for that movie.
And then
Yeah.
on Mubi, Cheap Latin Relationship Status aren't there because they didn't want it.
Fuck you.
Janganlah macam
Alah.
tu. Alah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Hey,
always.
if anything, fucking Netflix didn't want it either. Didn't want Kickflip.
I'm not gonna say shit because I need. I love you, Netflix.
I'm just saying, you know, there's some really dodgy Malay films up there, but so it's
Package.
It's fine.
But now Scenario's on Netflix, and X-Ray is on Netflix.
One or two.
Is
It's
it?
one of the later ones. It's not one or two.
Two is the dope.
It's not one or two.
Ah,
Is it not? I thought 2 was at least up there.
No.
Let me double check.
X-Ray 2 is the best.
The one Hang
It's
Tuah,
Hang
right?
Tuah with a machine gun.
Yeah.
It's literally Hang Tuah with an Uzi. Played by Jaldin Hassan.
Maybe it's XX-Ray 1.
Wait, did they take it down?
No lah, it's still there. I saw it yesterday. I saw it in the selection. I
You're
didn't
just
watch
getting
it
triple
yesterday.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live for this shit.
Maybe it's because you don't watch Malay movies. Because
No, but I type-
I
Really
do
not.
sometimes.
Yeah, I type XX-ray, I don't see it.
Oh no. Maybe it's renamed something else. Because sometimes they do that.
There's Scenario XX, but
Oh, maybe it's Scenario XX, and it's not.
Uh,
It's not XX Ray.
it's called Scenario XX.
Yeah. There's not. It's not XX Ray.
After his ship is attacked, an alien crashes into a small village in Malaysia.
It's.
Wait, I thought that was called XX-Ray 3. No?
Entah.
Oh.
I mean, because they have scenarios, so they have the whole scenario collection. So like maybe XX Ray is not on Netflix.
And I Know What You Did Last Raya is up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, anyway.
Anyway, we shall not shit on the arena we walk today.
But
Save that for after pod drinks.
Yes.
If you guys would like to join, I don't know how, but we will figure that out.
I do want to give a shout out to all the people who have been like commenting on our Instagram and following. Like we've gotten during this MCO, every time we post like questions and shit, you guys are constantly sending us stuff. So thank you for engaging with us and following us. It means a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And-
engagement is high with this one.
And people who
And 9
share.
times out of 10 when you're engaging with this, it's mostly Nick.
Yes,
Unless one of you says something stupid, then I stop butting in.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
I-
there was one time.
I'm just the
What was it?
inceptionist.
There was one thing.
What?
Was it on a YouTube video or something that I sent it to you and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this."
Oh, it was the fucking Robin shit.
The Robin shit, yeah.
Yeah.
When they found out that Robin was gay.
Hey,
And-
guess what? On Titans,
queer.
Robin's half
Queer,
black,
yeah.
half Asian. Is there a problem now?
No, he's still a heterosexual male. Because queerdom, you know, don't touch my comic book characters with your queer notions. You know, like
Guys.
but girl on no. But girl on girl action is fine. But
Look.
guy on guy action is sodomy. It is sin.
A robin is a few DNA strands away from a cock. They're both birds. Just fucking give it up. Next.
Oh fuck me.
What? No, I'm not gonna fuck you.
No.
I mean, I'm.
So Sly Stallone has revealed there's a new Expendables film that he's working
I've
on.
never seen a
he's
single
been trying to,
Expendables.
he's been trying to pimp it for a while. I think that he's just been trying to find funding. So now finally he's going through with it.
But apparently also news has come out finally that about his Edgar Allan Poe film that he was
Wait, what?
back in the day. Okay,
Wait
way back in the day of like Rocky days and Rambo days. Apparently he had a
do the Raven.
because he was very passionate about Edgar Allan Poe and he was wanting to
it's your
do he was wanting to do a biopic
Cask of
about
Amadou- oh.
Edgar Allan Poe, to which the script is already written. It's just no studio would want it, and so he's been trying to get
Why?
this. And who was there was
John Cusack played Edgar Allan Poe in a movie.
Yeah, it was called Poe,
Really?
wasn't it? I don't know. Was it Poe or Raven? I can't
I don't
remember.
know.
I feel like it was called Raven.
Might be.
The only thing I've seen in media that has all Edgar Allan Poe is The Following.
Like
Where
originally,
they have a cult based around a serial killer that loves Poe.
yeah, because this gained traction again because he posted up on his Instagram the only picture that of pre-pro of Edgar Allan Poe back in the day.
Yeah, but he's a bit too old now.
Yeah, he's a bit too
Yeah,
old
he's a bit
now.
too old, and apparently
He needs to
he
pass.
wanted to play Poe, but there was another option for Edgar Allan Poe, which is Robert Downey Jr. He actually talked to Robert Downey Jr. because Sly Stallone was supposed to direct, and Downey Jr. was supposed to play Poe, and it's like, it was simply supposed to be titled Poe, and now 50 years after starting it, Stallone seems to be wanting to get it ramped up again to try and get it made again, but again, yeah.
This is a whole different. I mean, I don't know much about Stallone, but this is like a whole different side to the man.
Yeah,
But-
he's got layers.
Yeah,
He's got layers like an
Like
onion.
an onion.
like an
Jinx.
onion.
But yeah, check out some of the. Okay, Expendables 2 isn't the best. One
I
is
like the
intro.
Expendables.
3 is. Because I watched 3 recently. 3 is fun.
Okay. Is 3 the one with Jet Li? No, not
No,
Jet
1
Li.
is the one with Jet Li, and
Okay.
2 he jumps off a plane and says goodbye. And then 3 he comes back to help, but he doesn't kick anyone, just shoots a gun.
Yeah, because I mean, he's going through some stuff.
2 was disappointing because you got Chuck Norris and he didn't roundhouse kick anyone.
What?
He just walks
That's
in a
wasted.
straight line with a machine gun. It was like,
Signature move.
Chuck Norris. What?
I mean,
Is
unless
he too old?
maybe.
You
know.
yeah.
What to do? A roundhouse kick? Come on.
Unless he doesn't keep himself active, like Jean-Claude Van Damme keeps himself active.
guess.
But Chuck Norris,
Yeah.
if
And
he's
and
retired,
does wonderfully silly things like
Jean-Claude
balancing
was the bad
himself
guy in
between
2.
trailers.
Yeah.
Banderas was...
Banderas was in 3. Banderas, the trailer did not
Do him justice
at all, because Banderas is like a mix of a hyperactive Spanish child who just wants to be part of the gang
Aww.
and Puss in Boots. It's fucking weird and it's lovely.
He's so adorable.
It's
It's
Antonio.
so unexpected. Wesley Snipes was a bit underused though.
Oh.
He kicked ass in the first 30 minutes, and then
Wait,
I
was
guess
it,
the story had to go on with
was
him
it
just...
because he was going through...
No. Like they joked about it because like
okay.
the opening they break him out of prison,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "What were you in prison for? Income tax evasion."
What is Snipes doing now?
No, another blade.
Last
Oh
I
no,
s-
that's gonna be what's his face?
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Last I saw of him was Dolomite. Then after that,
Oh yes, Dolomite. Oh, he was brilliant in Dolomite.
and then he had that brief cameo in What We Do in the Shadows as
love
part of the
this
Vampire
performance.
Council.
Oh, it's so good. He's the most pollo director.
Hey, I mean,
What was the
look,
line? Like, what do you call it? White reflects light, black absorbs light. It's a cinemagical reality. Because he's talking about like, you getting a white guy shoot as a DP? That's racist. Yeah, racist. You don't need to know how to shoot our skin.
Snipes is an underrated actor. Because of the shit that he's gone through and because of the heat that he got, especially with Blade 3 being a tough
Yeah.
actor to work with and the CGI eyes.
I'm just curious if that because he's playing a real person. I'm curious if that guy really was like that, because I'm like, my God, this guy's so pollo.
I'm pretty sure he was
I get
50% like that, and then another 50% was Snipes' interpretation of it. Because, you know, you gotta input your own flavor into it.
You haven't seen it, right?
no, it doesn't sound like a kind of movie that I would enjoy.
I mean, look,
And Dolomite is-
because it's a movie where people are making a low budget film. It's fun. There's lots
Yeah.
of stuff you can relate.
So
but the
scary,
director, because
no.
he's like a blaxploitation actor, and to get him in the movie, they ask him to direct.
And I
And
mean,
then when they wrap, when it's like the final scene, it's like, we done? We done. And basically his guts have been pulled out. Fake guts. He's like, all right, I'm done. This is the most unprofessional shoot I've ever been on. Wish you all good luck. And he's still got his guts and he just walks out. Just leaves.
I mean, to be fair, Eddie Murphy as Dolomite was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy's acting is spot on.
That's the thing though, he's a better actor than the real Dolomite. Because I've seen Dolomite.
Because Eddie Murphy is a good actor. It's just, I mean, look at him in Dreamgirls. It's just
Oh, yeah,
unfortunate.
Dreamgirls, he was good.
It's just unfortunate he doesn't get enough of those roles. Mm-hmm. And now they're
can
doing
hold.
Beverly Hills Cop 4.
We'll see, because 3 was so shit.
I wonder what's happening with the new Lethal
Apparently
Weapon.
with Beverly Hills Cop 3, the reason it was so shit was because he didn't want it to be a comedy.
Yeah, he wanted it to be a full-blown
He
drama.
wanted to be a serious actor. And I was like, this is the wrong vehicle to do
it's
this.
a franchise. You need to no. You
But
need
to be
do,
Because, also to be fair, the tone of 1 and 2 was vastly different than 3. Like, the tone of 1 and 2 still had a little bit of dramatic moments.
Yeah.
But 3 was like,
Weird.
fuck it, we're just going to make a full-on, flat-out, balls-out comedy.
but then he wanted to be a serious actor.
Exactly. So it's strange. Like, why would you want to do it on that?
Why not do it with Vampire in Brooklyn?
No. No.
I mean, you could. It would just be like Vampire Lestat.
But black,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Ooh, Blackula's coming back.
Of course it is.
They're making a new Blackula.
I've saved on my Plex Tales from the Hood,
Oh my god.
starring Snoop Dogg.
I was watching this documentary recently called Horror Noir, which is about black horror films.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
they
an
talked
interesting
about,
name for it.
of course, it started off with Night of the Living Dead because,
Yeah,
you know,
he's
that was a
the black
huge
lead.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they, of course, talked about the blaxploitation horror films as well as Tales from the Hood and all that. I'm like, if you have a chance, go find that because it's a huge insight into black horror, especially.
And
Because,
then
I mean,
watch Leprechaun in the Hood.
okay, they did not talk about that.
I
They
would.
didn't talk about Leprechaun in the Hood?
Maybe as a throwaway line, but like, yeah. It wasn't a main topic.
Because it did feel like, what else can we do with the Leprechaun franchise? We're gonna put him in the hood.
And everything culminates to Get Out.
I would say, no, actually,
And Us.
yes. And also to a certain extent, I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to Candyman.
Ooh,
Candyman
I
was...
want to see the new Candyman.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Candyman was a big topic of horror noir because it was like...
I mean, the original Candyman, I still haven't finished because
Scary as fuck.
it's hard
Gory
to look
as
at.
fuck?
No, it's just scary. It's hard to look at mirrors after watching Candyman.
Because like Candyman, at the end of the day, Candyman is a story also about slavery.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how the myth of the Candyman comes. He was
Right,
a slave.
because he
Yeah.
entreats kids with candy and then sells them. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. Today I learned. Yeah.
That's why it was a
Yeah.
big part of the documentary because this is talking about a very real issue about how
Nothing
slavery...
to do with
yeah.
Christina Aguilera's Candyman.
No, it's very, very different.
So different.
Very fucking different.
Can you imagine if they used that soundtrack? Bad guys coming with the hook and the bees. Candyman.
It's a very different film.
Bizarre.
But yeah, if you can find it, find Horror Noir. It's a really good in-depth
Is
look.
it new?
I think last year, 2020. Yeah,
Horror Noir.
Horror Noir.
It's find that shit.
There's this either production company or TV channel called Shudder.
A history of... Oh no, Shudder is a streaming service.
It's a streaming
It's a
service.
streaming service, 100% horror, which
Ooh.
is quite genius.
Some
actually.
of the shit they're putting out is really good. Like there's another documentary series called Cursed Films, which talks about the law of some films being cursed. Of course, we got Exorcist, Twilight Zone, the movie,
oh yeah, that one.
The Omen. I think Rosemary's Baby was on there at some point. I think
Amityville.
not yet. I think there's a second season that's coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, but their documentaries are really fucking good.
I actually miss like back when IFC. I don't know if IFC still has a channel, independent film.
I'm not
Channel,
too
whatever.
sure.
Yeah, but they put out some excellent documentaries back in the day, and it's just been tough to find them back again because I don't know who's got the
Right.
rights. Because one of my favorites was it's a horror film. It's a horror documentary. I can't remember the title of it, but it's basically how that late 70s going to the 80s horror movement was directly inspired by the events of the Vietnam War and what America was going through. And it's pretty genius. Like it goes into how Tom Savini was in Vietnam. He was a
Okay.
soldier in Vietnam, and the way he dealt with all that horror because he was a photographer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So looking through the lens makes it a little less real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because of that as well, like he saw viscera, real arms blown off and everything. So when he's watching movies, like that's not what it looks like when an arm gets blown off. I know what an arm looks like getting blown off. And he was doing makeup back then. So he would do wounds for his fellow soldiers so they could get out of missions.
Wow.
Oh, I need to go because I got this huge gash.
Yeah.
on my arm. I need some leave time.
You need to go to the hospital. No. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I just need some rest. No, dude, that gash looks pretty deep. Go to the first aid now. No, I'm good, man.
No, you know what? I'm gonna go down to the bar and then the
Yeah.
girls will fix me up. The girls will fix me up.
Yeah, there's alcohol there, so it'll get fixed.
It'll be all good.
Okay. Another documentary that I got to mention. I mentioned this before, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's a fucking amazing documentary.
I don't know if I'm prepared to watch it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a tearjerker. Like,
But there is one part of the documentary that I'm like, oh, sorry.
Wow.
Island of Dr. Moreau was a tough fucking time. Dr. Moreau, was it?
Yes.
I
I
love
love
Dr.
Dr.
Moreau.
Moreau. Yes.
I
Was
want to see the documentary about that movie.
yeah, I feel like it needs to be a movie on its own because they spend a
No,
good.
they have a documentary on Island.
Oh,
of
is it?
Moreau. Yes. All
Oh.
about the fucking director hiding in the woods.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
They had this Aussie director and then they wanted to fire him. And the story of that movie alone is fucking mental. Because then, like, as opposed
Wait,
to...
what is the story about the movie for those of us who
The story
may not
about
remember?
what?
I love Dr. Moreau. Like it's the story behind the movie.
Okay, so in a nutshell, Australian director, up and coming, hired to direct the movie. Had a witch doctor give him advice on how to shoot and all this stuff. Got fired pretty early on, so
Yep.
instead of getting on the boat to leave, he ran into the jungle. He later snuck in as one of the extras because
Yep.
with all that makeup, who could tell? So he was quietly within the movie causing shit. It was John Frankenheimer, I think, was brought in
Yes.
to save the fucking thing, but it was a shit show from the beginning.
yeah.
this is David Thewlis's first Hollywood movie. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? Val Kilmer's gone to the point of, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mess about. And yeah, I tried to rewatch Island of Dr. Moreau recently. And even from the first 5 minutes, I'm like, what is he doing?
Like Brando is so caked up in makeup that there are times it's not Brando on set. It's just some random big guy
Brando's
that they
really
just got
fucking
to be there. Like, this movie was fucked.
Brando is caked in a white layer of God knows what. The reasoning behind it is it's his sunblock with a ice bucket on his head. The whole idea of Mini Me came from Island Dr. Moreau because he has this little.
And most of the time, Brando was on this really comfy hammock.
Yeah.
He's just chilling about, like.
And then there's a whole scene where fucking Val takes the piss out of him and dresses the exact same way.
Seeing Val's point of view, I'm like, whoa, this movie was fucked.
It's one of those where you're like, maybe you should just stop production. But I guess they've already spent that much, so they gotta go in.
Yeah, they gotta go all in and try and finish the film.
No, Terry Gilliam has had some pretty wrecks of a shoot that he had to at some point
the Don
have to
Coyote
go.
had to stop though.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm thinking about Don Coyote, where like he's like, no, this is even more than force majeure. The set is being washed away by the rain. Our lead actor just cannot sit on any horses
But he
anymore.
was determined and he finished it.
No, he didn't.
The film came out.
No, that's a redid it.
Oh, redid it.
The
Okay,
original
okay.
Don Coyote went to shoot just did not happen.
It just
Because
really force majeure. Like, yeah, God
can you
does not want us to
imagine
finish
your
making this
director
movie.
is hiding in the woods. Your original director, waiting to unleash himself on us.
That's so creepy.
It's like when
And it's like he's an Aussie, so he knows how to survive.
yes, he knows how to survive in
Where
the
did
jungle.
they shoot this? Which jungle?
I think somewhere near Indonesia, because there were like rewatching the first 10 minutes is like, hey, welcome, boleh berbahasa Indon ya?
I took Island Dr. Moreau. This is the
sure,
first
yeah.
fucking image of Brando.
Yeah, I remember this. I
Like
know,
you could
what the
put
fuck
any
is-
guy, and it's like,
I think I remember trying to watch this movie.
Ooh, it's a
and
bad.
like,
It's
I
a tough
don't-
watch.
When I was younger, you know,
I
you
saw it
watch
in the
shit-
cinema.
oh fuck my life!
Look, I was in boarding school. We get once a week. We get to go to the
I
cinema.
knew I said
We'll watch whatever we can. We're like, hey, Fairuza Balk's in it. She's hot. She was in The Craft. What the fuck is going on?
I think there was a reason I watched the movie. It's Pfizer.
Pfizer.
no, it wasn't filmed in Indonesia. It was filmed in Australia. Ha! The chosen location for the film
Lagi lah dia boleh survive.
was the rainforest outside Cairns in North Queensland, Australia.
This is my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I can survive in the outback.
I know the elements.
I
can work with it.
Some bush tucker.
Another thing.
I'll have the kangaroos invade the set.
Another thing I got to mention that has unfortunately ended is Brooklyn Nine-Nine has officially ended.
Don't say anything. I haven't seen the last 2 episodes. Don't say anything. No. I'm annoyed there's only 10 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
I've
And they took a week break the week before.
I've only reached Boyle's farm.
Oh, Game of Boils.
Stop. Okay, stop right there.
Yeah.
Stop right there for
Can't
his
say
sake.
anymore.
Yeah, because like the both of you have a lot of stuff that have been spoiled by social media and
Yes.
spoilers.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Fuckers! If that peaks, I'm sorry. But there's a lot
Oh,
of
it
shit.
definitely peaked.
Yeah. But
Oh, you know what's confusing now? So I stopped following Marvel US.
Because they
Because they keep
Yep.
spoiling Shang-Chi.
yeah.
But following
Wait,
Marvel,
it's excruciating.
following Marvel Malaysia is weird.
Why?
Because, obviously cinemas reopening, so they're pimping out Black Widow.
Yeah.
And you're like, you do know about this court case, right? This is weird.
Oh yeah. I know. I was like,
It's really strange, like, check out Scarlett Johansson's origins, and you're like, there's a lot of bad history about this movie right now. This is weird.
but they still need to make bank.
I know.
They're probably hoping that
And especially, like, if it's seen in the cinema, then she gets some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, there are the other actors in Black Widow apart
Yes.
from just Scarlett, like
Yeah,
Florence.
because
And
Florence, as
Pew
we
pew.
said in the thing, like Florence did a really good, yeah.
I'm sorry, David Harbour is Red Guardian. I need him to have his own film.
Better than Hellboy.
it was.
But
No. And also, like, why of him? What is his face? Kim, whatever. I can't remember his name.
Kim?
The,
Oh,
Hellboy.
Simu Liu?
No, Hellboy.
Daniel Day Kim.
Daniel Day Kim. I'm like you couldn't find a British Chinese Asian person to play that character.
The only ones they know are already being used in other Marvel shows.
Yeah.
But
That's the only British Asians in the world, apparently.
No, Henry Golding hasn't been tapped yet. For
Oh
Marvel.
no, because he's Cobra. I mean, he's
Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
no, but this is before this. This is before Snake Eyes. I'm like, it's just so infuriating because I love Daniel Day Kim. Don't get me wrong, but he cannot do a British accent.
At that time, Henry Golding wasn't hot shit yet, though.
Yeah, no,
he
not
wasn't.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah. So
He existed, obviously.
Yes.
but-
Yeah, I mean, he existed in our context. We know who the
Yeah,
fuck he
but
is.
Hollywood were like, we don't know what to do with the skin tone yet.
we don't know who he is. You know?
Malaysia?
What is Malay? He's British though. He's half British.
Malaysia, that's where all the black people get their hair extensions.
But yeah, like I mean, yeah. So
That's what we're known for in America, apparently. Because apparently we got real good hair for them extensions.
okay then, because I guess it's straight, and they want straight hair.
Straight and black, I guess. Like a good jet black.
But gotta give shout out to our two Malaysians in Shang-Chi, Michelle Yeoh and Ronnie Cheng, who is proudly showing off that he still has his Malaysian passport.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a recent video where because the Johor Sultan,
He doesn't also have an American passport, right? Because that might mean he can't come back.
I don't know, but in the video he was like, "Aku anak Malaysia," and he had his Malaysian
Oh, thank
passport.
God,
I'm like,
yay.
I-
and also boleh cakap bahasa Malaysia okay lah.
yeah, it's
Ronnie,
okay, it's
I'm
okay.
pretty,
Go
sure,
pass.
I'm pretty sure Marvel wouldn't allow you to say this, but I would have had more respect for you. You said, "Oi, Chibai!"
That's my goal now. I want to try and see if we can get Ronnie Cheng for an interview. I swear to God, I want that to try to happen. I'm trying to figure that out.
Try.
Yeah.
Cuba.
Like Michelle Yeoh, I would love for that to happen, but
Instagram. Just message, just throw the DMs or shit.
Slide into Ronnie Cheng's DMs.
like that's a bit of a difficult situation with Michelle Yeoh, although that would be
Dato lah dia tu.
yeah, Dato.
Dato yang kita macam we respect.
And
So rare.
anybody got contact for Tony Leung though? Like
Wow.
Wow.
Who's gonna do the interview? It's just gonna be her.
My God.
The interview would just be her talking.
that's fine. I'll
He
just sit there
speaks
and watch.
English.
I know, but it'd be more
No, but
comfortable.
yeah.
And then if they're just talking, like after a while, we're gonna see puppy dog eyes.
Why? No, I can be professional.
It's Tony.
Yeah.
I can be professional.
He
for me,
smiled once.
It's still fine. You put me in front of you put me in front of my K-pop actor, one of my K-pop actors. Then the story lah. That one also cannot talk also lah because it's the language. But like,
Because America is slowly finding out the majesty that is Tony Leung.
but goddamn fucking time. Now watch Infernal Affairs. Oh, sorry, I said this is the last podcast.
Sorry, you were watching Chungking Express yesterday.
Yes. my first reaction. I tweeted him. Like I texted him because I do live text sometimes when I want him. I was like, I'm like, oh my God,
Wait,
baby, everybody.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull up your live.
Everybody is a baby in that show.
Yes.
Okay.
Faye Wong, Tony Leung, Takeshi Kenishiro,
Yeah.
Jillian.
Everyone is so
Oh my
fucking
God.
young.
It's a baby everybody. And because of the everybody, it got me confused with the baby. I thought you said it's a babi everybody. Followed by aku tak faham.
Aku tak faham.
And then I replied, tak faham Chungking? He's like, yeah. Dia sejenis aku faham tapi tak faham. To which I replied, itulah feel-nya.
To which I replied,
Dia macam sikit senang semacam je nak bikin. Dia memang mood je kan? No wonder lah in the mood for love. Memang. Memang.
To be fair, I feel if Americans, I mean not generalizing, but I mean if mainstream Hollywood people watch Chungking Express, they're gonna have a hard time going, what the fuck is this? Because it's like,
it's a mood film.
it is very much a mood film, but like, what story? What do I get out of this? But it's just it's
Chungking is a love story, right?
sort
I don't know.
of.
I really
like
I was no okay. So I'm also over analyzing it because I'm trying to write film.
You just feel it. You're supposed to just feel it. He shot it in 2 weeks.
yes.
I know, and then that scene with Tony Leung as a cop, right? Like he was wearing the uniform, but they had no permit. So then when people with actual cops came, he had to like leg it.
And that scene with the bear, when he's talking to his bear.
No, when he's talking to everything, and I'm like,
It's like,
I'm trying to read. I'm probably reading way too much into it. I'm like, oh, it's actually how he's feeling. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm
to
probably
me,
like,
it's like
no.
I get that air stewardess was hot. She was hot. I get it, but you're going mental, buddy.
And it's like, have you looked yourself in the mirror lately?
You're going weird.
Also, guys, Tony Leung and Tidy Whities.
And she says she can keep a straight face during an interview.
He was very young at that point.
Well, Tony Leung and Takashi are both in an interview with you.
Die.
Okay, Takeshi cannot.
But speaking of
Takeshi
mental,
hits all the buttons, man.
speaking of mental, Nick Cage has.
Speaking of mental,
No, because
speaking of mental, Nick Cage. Thank you and good night. In other news,
Nick Cage has come out and says he's not watching his latest film.
well, why not?
The one where he plays himself. The weight of
Being
the overwhelming weight of talent or something like that.
Oh,
That one.
why won't you watch it?
Just doesn't want to watch it.
To him, too much.
Maybe
noise.
because it's the first time he's playing himself, and he's like, "Oh,
Maybe.
me is quite crazy." No shit.
Yes.
But that is the trailer came out at CinemaCon, and I'm like,
Oh, it's not out in YouTube's yet.
what the fuck is this fucking trailer? People at CinemaCon got to see this trailer, and fucking Matrix has come out. Freaking Spider-Man came out from CinemaCon. Where the fuck is this? I want this trailer.
Maybe they still haven't. Maybe they're waiting for the distribution date.
Maybe. I mean,
Finally
it's
saw Mandy.
Calm down.
Mandy.
Finally saw Mandy.
And
I mean, it is beautiful. It's a slow fucking burn at the beginning, but then like after a while, like I see why it's a slow burn. This mood really has to creep up on you. But it's that movie banyak mood. That movie banyak mood.
I think my last Nick Cage film was Colors Out of
Space. Ooh.
But the bit where he just loses his shit in the toilet, I swear you can see how scared the cameraman is. Because every single shot is so perfectly framed
And then that
and
shot.
set up. But that one kind of was like, I zoom in. Hey, you might. I go closer. I go. Hey. Jump. Go naik kita. Naik.
But y'all need to watch Pig.
Pig?
Pig
Yeah, I'm
is-
gonna watch Pig next.
Pig's brilliant.
Actually, no, I want to see Color Out of Space first and then Pig.
Yeah, go for the crazy before.
That's not gonna be shown here.
Yeah, definitely not. It's
Bobby!
I think it's one of the highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes, the highest rated Nick Cage film
Oh really?
so far. I think it's got like 97 or 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Because it is a damn good film.
Okay.
And for Nick Cage's performance, it's the most understated, subtle performance I've seen.
I'll tell you what Nick Cage movie I know is a really good film, but I just don't know if I could rewatch it.
Vampire's Kiss.
No. Oh, I could rewatch Vampire's Kiss on repeat.
Hey, beast!
Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh,
I don't know if I can watch that
Leaving
again.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's the one he won an Oscar for. But yeah, it's so real, it's tough.
Okay.
Because it's Elizabeth Shue. You haven't heard this movie?
Is it the one with John?
It's basically Nick Cage is a guy.
no, Johnny
who's-
Cage. Johnny
Depp.
Cage. Johnny
No.
Depp
Nick
is
Cage
Fear
is going
Loathing.
to Vegas to drink himself to death. He's literally going to drink himself to death. He's taking out all his money and he's going to drink himself to death. Right? And for company, he hires this prostitute, Elizabeth Shue, just to keep him company. No sex, just keep me company and need someone to talk to whilst I drink myself to death. And it's such a sad fucking film. Oh, it's heartbreaking. For both of them. It's just like, it's such a good movie. You totally get why he wins the Oscar, but it's like, I don't know if I can. It's not as painful as Requiem for a Dream. Because that is something that I know definitely I can't rewatch.
Oh, fuck me. Requiem
I've
for a
never
Dream.
seen. Oh my god! I haven't
Oh no, you.
Oh, Requiem.
Ooh.
You see it once and you'll never want to see it
I
again.
mean, that Requiem for a Dream is movies like. I mean, this should just be shown to put people off drugs. Full stop.
It's like an anti-PSA film.
Oh my god.
No, it is.
Anti-drug film, sorry.
Anti-PSA.
Anti-PSA.
It is a PSA.
An anti-drug PSA.
anti-drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leaving Las Vegas is heartbreaking for both of them. It's but I know it's good. That's why I'm like, I've only seen it on VHS. So I'm like, I should try to watch this in HD.
And then you go
Yes.
like, my heart can't take it.
I don't think so.
My heart cannot take it.
Elizabeth Shue's character, his character.
How about we give you like a whole room filled with chocolates and donuts?
it's still
and
sad.
popcorn and serotonin
Sorry, I just-
reuptake inhibitors.
It just kind of which is that film where he had the mustache and went batshit crazy and like
Wicker Man.
the one
I don't know the
his-
name of it.
He lost his hand or something and like
Oh, when he lost his hand?
yeah.
Wait, that's not Birdie. That's fuck.
And then when he's on the bed having a temper tantrum, it's like,
I can't remember. Gavin would remember.
but that's the
I lost my hand.
yes that one.
Johnny's got his gun? No, can't remember.
But yeah, what happened to Nick Cage's films? Like he's a good.
What do you mean? What happened?
No, like he
That's
was a
still
good.
happening.
No, he was a good actor. Like,
He's still a good
He's
actor.
a good actor.
but why the fuck is he doing all these bad shit films?
Because
Why
he's
not?
got a lot of alimony to pay.
And why not?
He's got so much shit to pay from such bad choices in marriages.
Look, I
He's
mean,
got to do what he's got to do.
look. There's nothing like. Are they really?
He can't just wait for the next
objectively-
national treasure.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to happen though.
Oh my god.
What are they going to steal now? There's not that much history in America.
Wait, isn't there a National Treasure 3 in the works? Wait, I'm gonna find this.
I mean,
National Treasure 3, we're going to find JFK's dick.
No, I mean,
How far back can you go, and why aren't they finding Native American shit? It's always stuff like, because if
The
it's
white
just going to
shit.
be colonial history, they've run out.
yeah.
they could always go overseas to steal back colonial
No,
history.
then that's international treasure.
A new National Treasure show is coming to Disney
What are they
Plus.
stealing
Here's what
now?
you need to know. Wait, okay, let me keep talking about yourself as I find this out.
okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a TV series.
Oh dear.
No,
There's definitely
there's
not
definitely
going
not
to
enough
be
stuff
Nick
to
Cage.
steal.
It's definitely not going to be Nick Cage.
Yeah.
And also, like, I mean, if it's a TV series and you're going up against like Blood and Treasure and like
We're going to steal Teddy Roosevelt's
librarians,
bears.
it's gonna be not as
Okay.
It's going to be
okay.
librarians. It's
Written-
pretty much going to be. In fact, librarians didn't just concentrate on American history.
They went all over the way.
What are they looking for?
The National Treasure TV series will serve as a reimagining of the story of the original film,
reimagining.
utilizing younger, brand new actors.
No, then it's not National Treasure.
No. Oh, but if you're a big fan of the original films, you're also in luck. National Treasure 3 is actually still in production and will feature the original cast of National Treasure, including Nicolas Cage, Diane Kruger, Justin Bartha, and more in a brand new adventure when it gets a theatrical release.
What are they going to steal?
It doesn't say yet.
What are they stealing in the second one? I know they went into Mount Rushmore or some shit.
Let me see. National Treasure franchise.
In the,
the first one was Declaration of Independence. That's how they met up with
National
Nick Cage.
Treasure Book of Secrets.
the second one was
Some gold.
Something to do with the Civil
there
War.
was some hidden gold
Bell.
inside Mount Rushmore for some reason.
3 years
And
ago.
there was some Indiana Jones style traps in there. Because, you know, that's
Oh, no,
what...
a city of gold. It was a city of gold, Inca city of gold. Some lost.
Okay,
The Incas weren't in the Mount Rushmore.
I know, but like some Indian city, it's like Native American city of gold in the middle of the lake somewhere, because that's where they met up with Helen Mirren and the dad,
John Voight.
John Voight.
Yes. Because of John Voight, like, the National Treasure team should just bump into Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft. And then John Voight's like, yeah, that's my other daughter.
And then
We're also supposed to get
Nicolas
another
Cage
Lara
go,
Croft film.
Huh?
We're supposed to
think-
get a second one.
Of what film?
With
Lara Croft.
With Vikander?
Yeah,
Vic-
Alicia Vikander.
I didn't see the first one.
I mean,
Wow, that's a great review.
I actually quite liked it. I mean, aside from that
Yeah.
Daniel Wu, but I mean,
okay, to be fair, for fans of the original franchise, I feel like, oh, this is not Lara Croft, we know.
no.
But
Original
it's
franchise of the movie.
no original games. The original,
Yeah, but this
like,
is based on the new game.
yes,
isn't it?
the new
Yes,
games.
it's quite-
It's based on new games,
A
and
new game where you start off limping.
yeah, and playing the new game, I'm like, okay, this actually
is.
fits really well.
Yeah.
But if any of those original fans with the pyramid boobs are trying to find this
No,
film,
the original movie wasn't legit to the game because Angelina Jolie had round boobs, not pyramid boobs.
yeah, it wasn't.
She should have been polygon.
Or had a bullet bra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bullet bra. There we go.
There we go. He knows
Because
his bras.
if I'm not mistaken, Lara Croft in the game, because of the graphics, her boobs didn't have bounds, did it?
No, it was just
course not.
it was
Yeah.
bricks.
Silicone. They're made out of silicone.
No,
Conical shaped silicone.
it wasn't even silicone. At least silicone still moves. This was just.
Gel. It's like gel. It's like gelatinous. It's like a gel block. But even a gel block would actually move.
Her eyeballs were the size of what would be her areolas.
Yeah, they were huge.
Huge eyes.
I don't know why my most fondest memories, I think it was Tomb Raider 2, where you could go in the mansion and just fuck around in the mansion. Like, you go into the pool, and then
I never played Tomb Raider because I just... Every
get
time
it.
I tried it, I couldn't climb that one rung. I fuck this game.
like in the mansion, there was a parkour
Hey,
level.
if you couldn't, oh my god, if you can't do it, because you know how bad I am with like hand-eye coordination.
I couldn't. I was just like, I'm drowned again. I fuck this. Didn't even get to shoot anything.
Oh, I miss Prince of Persia though.
Fuck that one as well.
But the game, or the,
The
Like
original
the OG game.
I quite like the movie.
I can't make that jump.
I know it's not PC because,
Yeah, because Jake Gyllenhaal
is white. But
Jake
like,
Gyllenhaal is the Prince of Persia.
Persia.
Like, huh? Gyllenhaal.
Okay. Okay, Disney.
Yes.
Sure.
John Carter of Mars, though,
Hey, look, John Carter was a fun movie.
it was a fun movie.
It was a fun
was a
movie.
fun movie.
It was
I enjoyed
marketed so wrongly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was marketed assuming that everyone had read the book.
Yeah,
And I'm like, no. Even I consider myself learned. I haven't read the fucking book. I just know about it from references in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
no,
Yes.
no, but you can also enjoy the movie even if you didn't read the book.
Yeah, but the way they sold it, they just called it John Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
And
even
showed-
John Carter of Mars. It was
Showed
just,
a muscular dude on an alien bull and be like, what
were
is
like-
this?
actually, from the trailer, also, I was like, I think that's
Yeah.
why I didn't watch it, because I was like, what is
But it's
this?
actually a fun movie.
Yeah,
It's a legit fun movie.
I really
Okay.
enjoy the movie.
Okay.
And I
It's
think the
just-
story behind it is actually quite nice as well.
They just did not sell it right at all.
Okay.
Marketing people sometimes have no idea.
Do you think that's why it bombed at the
Yes,
box office?
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Because it was supposed to be a
They
franchise.
didn't even put the word Mars in it.
You would know that he.
Yeah. From the trailer, you'd assume a cowboy's fighting aliens that are attacking Earth.
Yeah, like it's like Cowboy versus Aliens,
Yes.
which was not.
Ooh,
But at least
fuck,
that
wait.
title says exactly what the fuck the movie's about.
Speaking of cowboys versus aliens, apparently there's trouble in Mandalorian verse. Because of Pedro Pascal's increasing popularity and film schedule, Jon Favreau is having a bit of a frustrating experience trying to get Pedro in to shoot.
To be fair,
They
you
don't
don't
really need
really see his face. He could just come in and do some VO.
Which
right?
is what they did in season 1. So, like, maybe he got so much shit for it in season 1, they're like, okay, we need to physically have him there in season 2.
Guys, we kind of understand. Just credit the stunt guy more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because the mannerisms of the character is actually equal parts Pedro Pascal and equal parts the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both learn off each other how to characterize the character anyway.
And I mean, like, in Doom Patrol, we know that's not Brendan Fraser in the suit. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when this episode comes out, fucking Doom Patrol's back.
Is it this week?
September 23rd. Doom Patrol returns.
And it's got Michelle Gomez.
Yes. But more importantly, it has a tenant.
Oh?
It
What?
has Ty Tennant.
Who?
Baby Tenant.
Baby Tennant.
Ah.
Yes. Baby Tennant.
Also, more importantly, don't you have to go to work soon?
Yes,
I just realized the time. Fuck.
because we are on
Yes.
schedule.
Yes, we're back to me being at work.
Yes, so if you are in the Klang Valley area, please feel free to drop by Taman Tun's Soma bar that
Yes.
opens at 5 p.m. almost every day.
If you
Yes,
require the
except Sundays.
alcohols.
It
Yes.
requires the alcohols and the very yummy alcoholic tofu pho.
Yes, which we still do.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
And since you're in such a mood for pimping, if you're requiring some food in Tamantun, check out my latest vlog.
Yes.
Fuck that burger. I swear to God.
Have you tried
I
it?
swear, no, but I saw it and I watched it when I came back home and I'm like, fucker.
Al
I wa-
messaged me. He was like, I guess you're an influencer now, and send me a photo of the burger.
Hey, bro. Okay, so I watched. If you haven't seen it, Kai lists his top 5 favorite
It's
food
tasty.
delivery.
Yes.
Shit, now I'm getting
stuff.
hungry thinking about it.
Yeah.
Aqua de. That's why I'm the Inceptionist.
And Hero Market, your donuts. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so then I just swung on by the website and saw what they'll have on the menu, and I'm like, they have a Ramdan burger,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, I'm on a K Harley wave right now, and I'm like, oh, Ramdan
Oh, yeah.
burger.
They got a whole bunch of these Korean inspired burgers, and I think wings as well. They got Bulgari.
yeah,
wings.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And fries as well, if I'm not mistaken.
But yeah, that killer con carne just it kicks my ass every time.
So if you'd like to see that video, head towards Kai's YouTube page, youtube.com/KaiMano. And of course, Here it comes.
Oh,
If you'd like to give us some love, you can head to ko-fi.com/Geeks in Malaysia. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Geeks in Malaysia. If you're listening to this on Spotify, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Geeks in Malaysia. And if you are watching this on Geeks in Malaysia YouTube, you can find us on any podcasting platforms possible. Yes, I'm done with the pimping of our stuff.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is our latest episode. My name is Amelia Chan.
I am Nick Dorian.
And I'm Kyle Mbaha.
Keep geeking out, yo.
Peace.